Hello everybody, we are the Royal Blues News team. We are here to ask from anyone from years 1 to 8's news. We ask that the news is interesting and important.
The team we have here work very hard to bring you news from within our community. So, if you have any news to share or any questions to ask, please feel free to email Riley Loader.
There will be posters around the campus, so please look for them for information. The Royal Blues News team has 3 groups: the interviewers and reporters, the editors, and the ideas group.
We take our job very seriously and would really appreciate some good quality news. Remember, your news is our news. Thanks.
Good afternoon, St George's. I'm so pleased to be working with the Blue News channel to announce the parts for your Lorax production, which is the production for 2021. Auditions were wonderful and we've cast the whole school. Please don't be disappointed if you get a part that you weren't expecting. It's really up to you to own that part, and you will definitely stand out if you be the best that you can be. So it's going to be great fun, and it's a journey that we're all going to go ahead with for 6 months. And if you've got any questions regarding your part, please come and catch up with me at any point. I'm happy to discuss. I'll also be posting the parts that are written out for you to see, and those will be on the columns in the quad after assembly today. So I'm going to hand over to my trusty team of reporters, and they're going to tell you what you are.
Thank you, Miss Newton. I'm Miss Sini and this is Phoebe, and we're going to be telling you your parts for the Lorax edition. We're going to begin with 1, 2, 3. So, we have Indy Bartley as Indy B, we have Jed Bartley as Jed B, we have Molly Black as Molly B, we have Jackson Carr as Jackson B, Demi Forrest as Demi B, Abigail Marshall as Abigail B, Suvi Hassan as Suvi B, Zara Hassan as Zara B, Theo Hassan as Theo B, Sophia Huang as Sophia B, Abigail Marshall as Abigail B, Georgia Marshall as Georgia B, Shanze Shahid as Shanze B, Oliver Smith as Oliver B, Rohan Tradajeri as Rohan B, Kathy Vu as Kathy B, Susanna White as Susanna B, and Matthew White as Matthew B.
And now we move on to 4, 5, James. Ruby Bartley, Pipsqueak, Loot Barbaloot, Isabella Bowden Cave, Filmy Swami Baby. Oh, sorry.
It's okay, the names are different. You got this.
Olive Coombs, Olive Loot Barbaloot, Katie Dang, Marie Pink Linton, Little Girl in Needville, Adam Dang, Adam Carr Sneed Villain, Torrin Drover, Torrin Branch Sneed Tree, Riley Gilbertson Small, Riley Loot Barbaloot, Taylor Green, Trulme Swami Baby, Maya Hall, Maya Humming Fish, Ishton Huang, Ishton Branch Sneed Tree 2, Josie Kuberatis, Josie Loot Barbaloot, Alex Lou, Alex Branch Sneed Tree, James Lupton, James Branch Sneed Tree, Leo McIntosh, Leo Brimcar, Eliza Newton, Thrilme Swami Baby, Esther Norman, Esther Sneedville, Jonty Rowland, Jonty Loot Barbaloot, Hadley Smith, Wesley, Wally Glowing Boy, Isaac Smith, Isaac Loot Barbaloot, Theo Stadmuller, Theo Loot Barbaloot, Christy Toy, Bill Me Swami Baby, Xenia Warren, Eleanor Easton Needville.
And now we're going to move on to 6CH. We have Vishwak Alutri as Bubble Uncle Sneedvillian, Alexander Beechiff as Mike Mitchell Cool Dude Sneedvillian, Amelia Bowden Cave as Amelian Swam Swammy Swam, Olivia Campbell as Brandy Buttons Teen Girl Sneedville, Max Candish as Marty McMotta Surf Snow Snow Thneedville, Georgia Carr as Georgia Thneedvillian, Mackenzie Cook as Mackenzie Truffula Tree, India Cook as Indy Hummingfish, Olive Dickey as Olive Truffula Tree, Adam Ding as Adam Carr Thneedville, Jacob Faulkner as Jacob Carr Thneedville, Jacob Huang as Monty McMaster Surf/Snow Thneedvillian, Joshua Hughes, Melvin Miller, Elsbeth Ifotiroi, Cy Delivery Guy Thneedvillian, Knox Musson, Peter McPorter Surf/Snow Thneedvillian, Iona Newton as Iona Thneedvillian, Lucian Prime as Lucian Branch Thneedtree, Carter Richardson as Palmer McPalmer Surf/Snow Thneedvillian, Indy Sigley as Indy Truffula Tree, Jesse Toohill as Mork Mills Cooldo Thneedvillian, Eli Weber Kelly as Backstage Crew/Media Team.
Next we have 7 CS. Jake Adam as Jake Carr Thneedvillian, Rain Coombe as Rain Thneedvillian, Ehia Cooper as Ehia Thneedvillian, Francesca Cotter as the Lorax, Liam Cox as Mac Morton Cooldo Thneedvillian, Ruby Ferris as Backstage Media Crew, Melanie Goosen as Melanie Thneedvillian, Zoe Hollard as Griselda Bubble Onceler's aunt, Charlie Joseph as Charlie Thneedvillian, Florence Macbeth as Sandy Saunders Teen Girl Thneedvillian, Tessa Murphy as Stacey Advertising Thneedvillian, Caden Scarrow as Barry Gold Maintenance, Ella Simpson as Macy Tizing Advertising, Lucas Simpson as Lucas Brim Thneedvillian, Juliet Smith as Juliet Truffula Tree.
And now we're moving on to 7 a.m. Oliver Bernard, Gary Gold Maintenance Thneedville, Annabelle Bilby, Annabelle Minion, Annabelle Brown, Rosie Wally Wesley's Mum Thneedville, Alistair Gleish, Alice Swami Swan, Bella Jean Phantom Huya, Bella Jean Thneedvillian, Kaylee Gibson as Kaylee Truffula Tree, Briar Kubaridis, Briar Thneedvillian, Shelby Lee as Shelby Swami Swam, Sophie Liang as Sophie Truffula, Riley Loader as Depp Hubble Onceler's brother, Georgia Martin as Georgia Minion, Liam Mayer as Liam Brim Thneed. I think that's supposed to say Liam Cox because it's 7 a.m. but I don't know.
Yes, it will be 7 a.m. You're right, it's Liam
But
Cox.
I think he's in 7CS.
Okay. So
Okay.
a slight error there, that is Liam Cox.
Okay, so he's going to be Liam Bryn Thneedvillian, Unami Musa as Polly Patton's Lady Thneedvillian, Chloe Nielsen as Mavis Maybe Lady Thneedville, Lucas Penaflor as Larry Loaded Maintenance Thneedvillian, Hamish Robertson as Mary Mould Maintenance Thneedvillian, Lexi Sims, Penny Pickington's Mary's Mum Thneedvillian, Addison Smith as Ann Announcer Thneedville, Tiori Town, Carrie Gold Maintenance and Thneedville.
And now we move on to 8 p.m. Eli Abraham as Marky McMorton Surf Snow Thneedvillian, Jack Bowen as Onceler Hubble Onceler, Hannah Byam as Cheryl Show Scientist Thneedvillian, Alexander Carrick as Mick Morris Cool Dude Thneedvillian, Austin Clifford as Matty McKay Surf Snow Thneedvillian, Sibby Daddick as Mooney Moon Security Thneedvillian, Neve Goodwin as Sheldon Shaw Scientist Thneedvillian, Harry Green as Harry Thneedvillian, Elizabeth Hurley as Ted Torrent Hero,
Ted Torrent.
Hero, Matthew King as Parker Pryor Surf Snow Thneedvillian, Ivy Lilly as Bambi Buttons Teen Girl Thneedvillian, Imogen Lunn as Imogen Truffula Tree, Devika Madhu as Devi Hummingfish, Taylor McLaughlin as Priya McPeter Surf Snow Sneed Villain, Kate O'Shaughnessy as Kate Sneed Villain, Olivia Prescott as Poppy Pickens Lady Sneed Villain, Lucy Reed as Mandy Morton's Teen Girl Sneed Villain, Brooke Richardson as Brooke Sneed Villain, Joshua Stadmuller as Perry Pollard Maintenance Worker, Angus Summerhays as Curtin's Stage Crew, Bassini Warren, Esmeralda Hubble Mum, Henry White as Dan Wally Wesley's dad Sneed Villain, Sophie Zhang as Backstage Media Crew.
And now we move on to 8SD, which is the final class. We have Felix Anderson as Porter McParter, Surf/No Dude Sneed Villain, Zoe Broadhead as Grammy Norma, Torrance's dad, Ted's grandmother Sneed Villain, Robert Carrick, Yol Younger Wansler Hubble, Lucy Crawford as Lucy Truffulatry, Maddie Ernie as Maddie Truffulatry, Joshua Gibbons, Brett Hubble Wansler's brother, Willem Gilbertson Small as Chet Hubble Wansler's brother, Sarah Gilman as Candy Collins Teen Girl Sneed Villain, Coco Guy as Sherry Shelter Scientist Sneed Villain, Isabel Key as Henrietta Horner Player Sneed Villain, Nikki Maxim as Lulu Balut, Elise McDowell as Martha Torrance Ted Mum Sneed Villain, Sina Carter as Sia Sneed Villain, Liam Mayer as Liam Bryn Sneed Villain, Evie Nugent Lyon as Evie Sneed Villain, Emily Robertson as Pen Lady Sneed Villain, Tihakiki Shinton Rowe as McGurk Security Sneed Villain, Victoria Smith as Sheraton Shutter Scientist Sneed Villain, Cameron Spencer as Melvin Muller Mule, Bella Stead as Brie Delivery Guy Sneed Villain, Phoebe Tripe as Andre Austin Heroine Sneed Villain, Matthew Winchcombe as Mark Monster Cool Dude Sneed Villain, Mickey Zhang as Charlie Pinkington Marie's dad Sneed Villain, Ryan Smith as Brad Boldy Sneed Villain. And now we're going to hand it over to Miss Newton to say the last goodbyes.
Thanks, girls. Such capable ladies, and they were reading that without any practice. Obviously there's some crazy names in there, but all will make sense as the story unfolds. And again, any questions, I'll try and answer them today at the end of the day, but we may have to answer questions throughout the week in week 6. Thank you to Mazzini and Phoebe.